Hi guys, as you can see, the pile for the Junk Journal January challenge is building up for the journal. We've got more journaling cards, we've got the cute little flip out, more and more pages are coming together. This is episode or part 3. I'm envisaging 4, 5, 6, probably 6 in total, so halfway through. Possibly 7. We will see how it all goes. You can see that there's lots of little extra bits gone in this video. So no more chat, let's go straight back in time to muted, I think was the first prompt in this section. It's day 15 and the prompt is muted. This is going to be a quickie. I have this stencil. Secure it with a bit of masking tape with the vintage photo with a mixture of espresso. I will be lightly going over this. As you can see, the paper is already stained. Just have a quick look. That's pretty muted. I will try to do this more randomly. Should we have a look? If it hasn't worked, it's not a big deal. We should have some pink in one of these centralish ones. There doesn't seem to be much in this corner. Let's have a look. Oh, well, that's definitely muted. I'm wondering if it would have been better on a background that wasn't quite so stripy. However, let's have a look at what I was going to add to it. I was going to add this, which I ripped initially, but then changed my mind about. Need to join them. And then go round this with the brown. I feel this would be better on a plainer background. A bit of a debate now as to how to tackle this. I've had an idea. Okay, let's get this browned up. Let's have a look now. Slightly better. It's still a little bit different. If I get these edges darker so they're highlighted, it might help. It fits quite well, but I'm just not sure about this paper and the patterning. What I could try, popping over that. Now that works to mute this picture, but that paper still doesn't work for me. I think what I'm tempted to do therefore is do a new piece. Here's a less obvious page. I could put a pattern on this page, maybe less of the pattern, just random bits, and then that on top. Let's try that. We could just do a border. Don't think I need to do anything over that. That mutes it, doesn't it? What do we think? Add that or not? Could be trying to do too much just for the sake of it. Could just add one of the women or a smaller little thing like that. I'm not sure. Maybe a flower. Something really simple like that. It took a little doing, but we did get there with muted. Day 16 is musical, and I'm going to do a small masterboard. Therefore, I've got some scraps and I've actually been really good and cut them into squares and rectangles. And with all masterboards, it is just a case of putting them down. So I have my Tim Holtz Distress Collage Medium. I'm going to try and get the music the right way around, but there is no guarantee. This is a map, but it doesn't matter which way round it goes. Add your torn off pieces or your strips or your scraps with some Mod Podge or Collage Medium or white glue. It's up to you. You can do it with a glue stick. So you just keep going. Be back in a minute. While the masterboard is drying off a little bit, I'm going to be stamping with some permanent ink onto tracing paper with some different script stamps. I'm trying not to overlap too much. Yeah, I think that will do. I've decided to add a little bit of leftover napkin the hummingbird one, which was used in a different project, to these blue squares. I think it will make for a more interesting masterboard. I have quite a few of my little ephemera boxes out. These are adverts. They're already on quite a strong paper. I'm going to find some to go on here. Initially, I'll put it down using the normal collage medium. I will just keep building up along here. Maybe I've done this wrong, but I don't understand what everyone's raving about. Here I have the Distress Collage Medium in Vintage, and I'm hoping that by going over the top of this with this, we'll get a bit of colour in here. Unfortunately, these are too similar to use together. Therefore, I'm going to make another 2 masterboards to be able to mix and match the 4 masterboards and make lots and lots of different ephemera. I'm back with all of these cut down to journaling cards. I'm going to make several different styles. Some for my current Dolce Vita journal, and then just some general ephemera for future journals. I am going to use my simple collage formula with these, which is a 3, 5 or 7 element process, probably 3 or 5 given their size. If you want more details of that, I'll link that video below. It's only 6 minutes and you'll see how that formula works. It's a little bit awesome. I've organised them into strips and also squares because the formula involves strips and squares. Simple background, complex strip, and then I would take a piece of script or music in the square shape, and then a final element to go over the top, and then see how I like it. Now, I don't think she can go over the top of that very easily, but she could go underneath. That is the 3-step collage formula. Strip, square, sticker, element. Let's try it on the complex one. So this time we want a simple strip. This time I'm going to go for a piece of music score. Another woman, have a quick check. This time I might put them on top. Just changing it up a little bit. Outline her in black. She seems to have faded into that background far more than that one has. I think that works reasonably well. Could do with a little something down here, I think. I'm going to break my 3 formula rule. I've got a little word like love. Yeah, that definitely helps. There we go. Another simple background, so that means the more complex tape. Let's go with, this time, having a square of the complex. And then what here? Do have the woman drinking coffee. And that may well stand out enough, actually. Yeah, she does. I don't even think you need to edge her. Okay, another simple card. Let's get the complex background. That colourful bit's really nice. And I might have a woman or a piece of paper. Could put the simple one down as well. Double whammy. Oh yeah. So 2 bits this time. It's actually 4 elements, but that's okay. Let's get one more complex one. So we need the simple print. Could put it in the centre. Central piece. Does that work? Not sure. Another central strip. Something like that. Let's have a look at the other figures. Maybe that's better. Yeah. Circle then at all. That makes more sense. I'm wondering what I can do with that plain space. I prefer that. Slightly more layered up look. Completely mad, but I love it. How many journaling cards have we got now? Really quick, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't think I need many more in this style. I have the challenge of simplicity. Maybe I could do a simplicity whilst here by using a black and white on the green. Maybe a word. I think that could be simplicity. Day 17 is hand lettering. First thing, I'm going to make a little insert for the junk journal, and I'm going to do a little page that will work a bit like that. To be able to write on it and use it, I'm going to cover this side of the envelope with some of this very burnt, grungy looking paper. Okay, that is those two sides of the envelopes covered. To put those together, I simply slid one inside of the other and glued this bit down and then this bit down. I am going to dry brush over these two envelopes with a little bit of white gesso. Next, I have some gold sheets and the Mod Podge. I'm going to, this isn't fully dry, that doesn't matter at this stage. Put the Mod Podge over this part of the envelope. I'm going to try to avoid going over that opening. I don't want that sealing up. Then the gold foil, grab it, pop it on, brush it over. I do realise I'm quite generous with the gold foil, but I order it in bulk from AliExpress, so it isn't actually that expensive in comparison to buying from a reseller on Amazon. We're not looking for the evenest of results. And then the same on this side. Next little part of the decorating process is going to be a paper napkin being added to this. I've already cut it into the sunflowers that were on the napkin, cutting away the excess. This one has 3 layers of tissue. You want to pull up all of the spare ones, so you just have one thin layer left. And then I shall be adding some sunflowers. Another layer of Mod Podge. Line that one up with the edge of that envelope there, and then tap it down. Hopefully this one will line up and come over it, which it will. And when it's dry, trim away the excess. I've trimmed this up, and I am going to, wherever I feel there's just slightly too much white, use the cutaways to add a bit of an extra leaf or a petal. What I'm going to do is, because these pages will be sewn into the journal, I'm going to attach this one, because I normally do a 3-stitch and it would only have 1 stitch in it, to this page. To do that, I think I'm going to just use the silicone glue, run it along this bit here and then basically hold it in place till it takes. Once that dries, that will be part of a signature that gets sewn in. The prompt was actually handwriting or hand lettering. My handwriting is really, really bad, and I have no intention of putting my handwriting into this journal until such time as it's finished. I have from TLC Creates. I'm a member of their monthly club, which for a very, very small fee you get lots and lots of sheets and ephemera. And one thing they've sent out in January is, these were full sized, I've just made them smaller, these flashcards with letters on, presumably for handwriting practice. I've printed them up on a paper, but a good quality paper. And I'm not going to do anything to these. I've trimmed them up and they will go into one of these envelopes as ephemera. So in here. And then that's just, you can write on the back of them. So that is the handwriting prompt done. You've Got Mail, I've done a couple of things. I've printed up some Italian letters. This one I've trimmed down and it will fit into this envelope, having just done this with the handwriting. Quite convenient to be able to have that envelope free for a little letter which has blank on the reverse, so you can use it as a note paper. And then the other thing I've done is I've printed onto a page a different letter, which is, I've printed it faint enough, I took the opacity down so that you could write over it, and just a little Tuscan pen and ink drawing at the front and blank. So that's another page for the journal, because not every page has to be highly decorated. It can be that there's actually some journaling space. Very simple on You've Got Mail. I've already done simplicity, so the only thing left to do is antique and pockets. Next prompt I'm going to do is pockets. I'm keeping this one simple because we've already done quite a flippy turny insert for the journal anyway, and might do some more when we come to put the journal together at the end of this. With pockets, I'm going to do opposite pages, even if they don't appear like that in the final journal. And I want to do some corner pockets, but I probably want to do the ones that go across then to a corner. So I'm thinking an inch across the top and then cut to the corner. My board is in centimetres, so 1, 2, 3.5 centimetres. That's just over an inch for those of you using inches, if you have the same size journal, but you get the idea. So what did I say? 3.5. 1, 2, 3.5. So it's to that one, and then down to that corner there. This is a paper that's been added to cardstock, but I didn't use a lot of glue, so cutting it may cause a bit of a flap issue here. See? So I may just have to add a bit of glue into this bit. I am going to attempt rounding these off. I'm not sure how that's going to look. Not sure, but now I've started, of course, I should continue. That one's not going to round, so I've managed to round that one, sort of, this one, definitely. I wonder if I can get this one better rounded. A little bit more. Any chance of any more? Yeah. Just takes a bit of doing. Maybe I can just curve it not because I've got cutting skills, because I don't want the sharp corner. Do a similar thing on these, curve off these little sharp bits. I'm going to glue down this side and along here. And then go into that corner. I'm not going to do antique because I can't think of a way to get it to fit this journal that I'm doing. If I do think of a way to do antique, I will add it in later, as I've got at least another 2 videos to make in this Junk Journal January series of prompts, and then another 2 or 3 videos on actually pulling the journal together. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It's a free way you can help me out because it means others on YouTube see the channel and might subscribe. If you're not subscribed, do consider subscribing. I upload 3 to 5 videos a week on everything journaling, junk journaling, art journaling, and anything else I can think of that I want to add videos about to do with craft and art. Let me know what you think of these challenges in the comments below, and I will see you next time.